What's going on, everyone? This is Griever here, bringing you guys the latest behind-the-bar reviews for One Piece. Say it with me, boys and girls. Just say it with me just one time. Say One Piece, because that is what we're going to review today. Chapter 917 dropped, and actually all the chapters dropped a little earlier than expected, so I'm a little out of sorts to be doing this on Thursday. Usually, you kind of have to wait, and then it's the Friday sort of idea. But no, they're all here, and they're ready to go on Thursday. So, all right, this chapter, I really like this chapter. It had a little bit of everything for everybody. It really did. Now, once again, guys, unfortunately, even for chapter 917, Food Treasure Ship, I am not going to be able to show panels. This will be a panelless review. For those of you who don't know, a lot of copyright strikes have been, Shueisha's been going AWOL. Somebody new in a department looking to score some points has been cracking down on all YouTubers because fair use is different in the United States or North America, I should say, as I'm in Canada, versus Japan. So everyone's under scrutiny, and even the big names. I lost my channel, that's what happened. But even King of Lightning, Tekking, they're all getting strikes. So that being said, chapter 917. Okay. At the beginning, well, the cover page we have dropping in, pirate, Grand Fleet, all that stuff. Bellamy still making pirate flags. Cool with that. But the first couple pages are just to reiterate, more than anything. We jump back over to Leftover Town. We see Tsuru. Because they don't really pronounce the T, it's not Tsuru, it's Suru, I guess. Tsuru. Anyways, Tsuru is still managing her shop and stuff, and my son drank the water from the river from hunger. Do you have any bagel-weed left? And that kind of stuff. So kind of, honestly, a bit of a useless first page, but it's just building up the hype. It's building us up slowly but surely, right? So, anyways, what ends up happening here, though, is we jump back over to Bakura Town, but not with Luffy and the gang. No. We jump over to see the third headliner. We have Basil Hawkins, we have Hold'em, and his line apparently has another name, Kamijiro, so there is that guy. So that's kind of like a twofer there. But the other headliner, Speed, who is a she. Okay, cool. Headliner is she. Okay with that. Now, character design-wise, I honestly hate when characters do that whole cut down the middle black-white. I really hate that design because all that to me looks like is someone ran out of creative ideas and they didn't want their characters to look. Now, I'm not saying Oda ran out of ideas. I'm sure he has plenty of characters planned that are going to be even more exciting than we can possibly imagine. But for me, I always hated that. I hated it for many an anime series. It's done in plenty of them, and I always think it's dumb. It's dumb in My Hero Academia. It's dumb here. It's dumb in... Anyways, point is, I don't really care for that. But, however, looking past the whole black-white sort of idea, the color design... the character design itself of Speed, the horse smile, who's... Clearly, she's got this centaur sort of idea, and she smiles like a horse, 350 degrees of vision sort of idea. I like the character so far. I like the design. I like everything about it. I just don't like the whole black-white to make her interesting. She's already interesting being a centaur. Like, Oda, this is One Piece. You have never shown us something this... I mean, you've shown us crazy shit, but we don't have a centaur. We don't have a talking horse. We do not have that. So, you could have left that alone. Anyways, it kind of looks to me like a cross between the Fawns thing or whatever from Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe from the C.S. Lewis books, the Chronicles of Narnia, and a cross between that and the Pierce Brosnan playing the Centaur sort of idea in the same thing. So, or, no, that was in Percy Jackson. Whatever. Either way. Not unhappy with the design. Once again, just hate the cut down the middle thing. Like, who does that? Who does that? Seriously? I mean, I know I'm the only one here, and I always look like either way as though I'm looking for a reaction, like I'm up here doing a comedy skit. Comedy, can it go too far? No. Anyways, so we get a bit of her character. We see a little bit of insight into her. Not too much, just surface stuff. She's getting mad at her men. They're paying them cheap wages to see all this beautiful, like, here's the rice, and here's the fish, and here's the produce, and by the way, thank you for hauling all this for working at our plant. Here's 5 silvers. Be lucky you got that much. By peasant who can't feed his family. So they're still assholes. Either way, we jump back over, though, to Bakra town. So, this was deep in there, some type of paradise place, and I know that Hold'em's mansion was on fire and stuff, and Speed's like, huh? What's going on? Oh, the sumo matches were today. And then we jump back over to actually Hold'em, and they introduce the lion head as Kamijiro, which I guess means bite, second son, something like that. Either way, so the lion head has his own name. He's his own entity. Kind of figured that, but he does have his own name. So the character is Hold'em. Kamijiro is the lion in the... Once again, meet me halfway, Oda. If it's not his crotch, let's call it his belt buckle. Because that is not his stomach. That is not on the stomach. The stomach is up here. This is the stomach, where the abs are. Where the lower abdomen is. This dude has a whole belly, then a lion's head, then legs. Don't give me that stuff. Anyways, so Tom is still in danger. She is still in serious danger. She's in literally the lion's clutches, the lion's jaw, as some people say. Really, really tense moment here because we see that you make one wrong move and snap, no problem. So we also get a name drop, and this name drop I'm assuming is going to be very important. And Kiku knows who it is. Kiku knows who it is. It's Shutamaru. If I'm saying that right. Anyways, Shutamaru is apparently the head of a mountain bandit gang. And they've been seeking after him for quite some time, apparently, according to Hold'em. You guys took out, my sumo wrestler star and such. So you guys are probably pretty powerful underlings. I could probably, if I take her hostage and all you guys hostage, I can get this guy to come out and, face me sort of idea. And we can capture him because he's causing the theft and the stealing and the destruction. So this is my bargaining chip, and Luffy's like, who the hell is this guy? And Zoro's same idea, but Kiku knows who it is and stuff. She says, don't anger this person, and Zoro, and Luffy are just kind of like, well, or more so Luffy's just kind of like, well, he's already pretty angry, so, what are we really supposed to do? So the latter half of the story gets even more interesting. This chapter, once again, guys, just jam-packed with stuff, because not only do we see Basil Hawkins and Law gonna have a bit of a confrontation, though Law is covering himself with a straw basket sort of idea, like a wheat basket sort of idea, which is kind of funny, but it's good to hide his identity, and he makes a good point right away. He's just like, halt, Basil Hawkins, sort of thing, when he reaches town. So Law did end up going, but he's kind of hiding himself. The reason being, Wano is an isolated country. They do not have an information network. They aren't privy to what has been going on. So by that logic, the only ones who know we're here and the only ones who know who we are is standing right in front of me. Nobody else has much information on any of us. So I gotta stop this guy from telling anybody anything, sort of idea. So they're gonna have a showdown. Now, jumping back a few pages, we get Kiku's explanation as to why I don't anger this guy and stuff. It's because of Jack the Drought. Now I know. Mammoth boys. Okay, leave that shit for Roger because Jack does not impress me. I want to see, he's definitely on the third. There are 2 calamities above Jack. Regardless, Kiku said, the right-hand man, Jack is not the strongest calamity. Jack is not the first mate of the Beast Pirates. There is just no way they would introduce the first mate and leave it at that and that'd be the end. No. We're not going to be introduced as we go through Wano to lesser calamities. We're going to be introduced to stronger opponents. The other 2 calamities, who Luffy and Zoro are going to respectively fight, in my opinion. However, Jack's escaped. I don't know if we knew that. I didn't know that. Once again, I'm not like every day online for 4 hours looking up One Piece stuff. I do, I got other shit to do. So unfortunately, I'm not always 100% accurate and caught up with every single piece of information. However, I thought Jack was still trapped under the sea. Jack the Drought, owner of this town and all this such. Apparently not. Apparently he escaped a few days ago and stuff. And it's a funny exchange because this is where Zoro and Luffy are connected in the dots. Like Nico and Inu are, which by the way, cat, dog, Zo, elephant sort of idea. So Luffy is calling them by the nicknames he gave them, Nekomamushi and Rashi sort of idea. And so Kiku's like, why are they talking about animals? But they're kind of giving a bit of a, kind of like Reverie did, kind of giving Jack's the person that, the elephant kicked sort of idea and poisoned Nekomamushi and Rashi sort of idea. Now, I am under the firm belief that Nekomamushi and Inarashi in Sulong form could take down Jack with ease. That's just my opinion, because they did bring that up, and that was the whole, it wasn't a red herring. People thought it was a red herring, but it was actually like a bit of foreshadowing into the Sulong form. I'm under the distinct impression that that is part of that Inarashi and Nekomamushi could easily have taken this guy down. So once again, he's just one of the calamities. One of three, sure. And he's one of the top guys. Don't get me wrong. He is not a walkover weak opponent. He's not a Hold'em. He's not a Speed, who I think is also going to get curb stomped. But he's certainly not the strongest person that Kaido has in his employ. There's no damn way. And here we get a whole bit of so here's the backstory, here's where Jack was. You heard about Jack's accident at sea, but he came back a few days ago. He owns this town. If you piss off Hold'em too much, he'll bring disaster to the town and wipe the town out. Luke's just like, you're holding the whole town hostage? What the hell? That's stupid. No, that's not okay with me. And either way, they kind of go back and forth. Speed shows up with the daily food, I guess, and Luffy's like, oh, look at all that wonderful food. It's like, yeah, it's for all these, jokers. And Luffy's just like, why do only they get the food? There's starving people out there. Luffy's just, he's boiling up here. He's reaching a boiling point. Because Luffy can only take this in so much. And I believe I read it in some of the forums that people are comparing Luffy's control over his emotions, his maturity level, to Shanks in a way. Like how Shanks doesn't get angry if someone spills stuff on him or insults him or whatever. That's no big deal. But when you start threatening friends and harming innocent people, Shanks gets pissed. And when Shanks is pissed, entire sea, the Red Sea sort of parts. Get the joke? Red hair, Red Sea. Anyways, it was lame. Point is that I agree with this statement that Luffy has matured, especially after the time skip and stuff, and he's matured into, he is actually adapting to Shanks' personality. Once again, Shanks is the person that Luffy holds on this pedestal in the highest regard. He is the pirate to aspire to be like. So, when we see Luffy acting this way, it is very reminiscent of Shanks. From what we've seen of Shanks and what we've seen of Luffy over 900 chapters of him, we've seen him slowly start to become that type of person. Fun-loving, dim-wit, just happy-go-lucky, no problem, but threaten my friends, and we're gonna have more than words. We're having fists. There's no gray area between that. And this is a perfect example of this, because Luffy's emotions just keep boiling up. They can't get the food, it's something my friends, the town's hostage to Jack, and he got curb stomped by Zo, and I still need to pay him back for poisoning my friends on Zo, being the leaders. You're just stacking shit up for Luffy to just, punch him in the face. Either way, Luffy tries to control it, though. Luffy says, alright, Zoro, you take care of the food shit. You take care of that problem. I'm taking care of this. I'll get Tama, you take care of that. And Kiku's like, what? And Zoro's like, sorry, this is a snatch and dash sort of idea we're going to do. Sorry, can't help it, Captain Zoro sort of idea. And Kiku's like, what? what? Like, like, she's sitting there like, why? You know, sort of idea, and everything's happening so fast for her. This is where at first I was like, what's going on? Is this like instant transmission shit? Like, what's going on? Is this Conquerors hockey? Is this Zoro confirmed Conquerors hockey? No, they're just moving super fast because they're, you know, like, like Dragon Ball Z characters all of a sudden in One Piece verse. And apparently Lion Kamajiro gets smashed in the face sort of idea because some of like bleeding teeth sort of idea. And Luffy's flying away with Tama. So that was easy, like, don't you move, or, you know, I'm holding you hostage for the bandit chief, Shutamaru, and it's like, no, buddy, I don't care, I'm getting Tama back. So, gets Tama, everyone goes nuts and stuff. He's flying away, Zoro's dealing with his own shit, and he's just like, hey, what happened to your cheek? She's like, oh, it's okay, don't worry about it, you saved me. He just pulled it with pliers, but that's not how my devil fruit works sort of idea. And that's the tip of the iceberg. That is what literally, like, everything was fine. They were going to do the snatch and dash thing, and Zoro even said to Kiku, like, hey, he'll be pissed when we snatch Tama away, like, cause mayhem, and we run away, but he'll be less pissed than if we bash his face in. And Zoro has no qualms about that. Zoro's like, we will. Like, this guy is a joke compared to us. Either one of us, it's a day at the zoo for us. It's like walking our kids to school. This is no big deal for us. Seriously, this guy has no idea who the hell he's messing with. This is the 5th Emperor over here, and I'm going to be the world's greatest swordsman. So, what are you going to do? So I love the badassery of this, because this is where, once again, the Shanks is coming out in Luffy, and Luffy's just getting more and more badass, and I just love it. I love it. I love seeing Luffy be serious and like, no, this shit isn't standing. I don't care what my crew says. This guy's getting a punch in the face, and I don't care. And a little reminiscent here, because what does end up happening is after the whole pliers thing, oh, don't worry, he just pulled my cheek with pliers. Luffy's like, pliers? Pliers? Yeah, no. He's just like, here, Tama, you go away. And she's like, no, big brother, it's fine, you saved me already, you don't have to do this. And Holmes like, oh, I got you coming back, I've got line fire out of my you-know-what. And Luffy's just like, no. Red Hawk, you're going down, I've had enough of this, punches Holmes in the face, bashes his whole face in, Holmes down, Holmes gone. Gifters are nothing. Gifters, headliners, they're nothing. This is the 5th Emperor. And I'm going to start calling him that, guys. I know a lot of people are like, he's not really an emperor. He's not on their level. I don't give a shit. He's still the 5th Emperor. He might be the weakest of the 5th Emperors. I'll take that. I'll easily say, yeah, sure. He does not stand up yet to Blackbeard, Big Mom, or Kaido, and certainly not Shanks, who is definitely the strong in the verse. He is not on their tier, but who's stronger? Like, I could name a few people on this hand. Like, you could maybe say Dragon, probably Garp, maybe, like, Akainu, Rayleigh. So far, I got 4 guys. 4. Like, I'm talking probably stronger. I'm not talking same level. You got a bunch of people on the same level, but who's actually stronger than Luffy other than the Yonko? I'm going to start calling him the 5th Emperor. He was stated to be so. This is the 5th Emperor. Guys like Hawkins, and I'm sorry guys, a lot of people are like, oh, Hawkins is stronger than Zoro. No, he's not. He got 2 lives taken away from him, and Zoro didn't even try. They're running away. Luffy didn't do stuff. He did a Gamu Gamu no pistol with a sword in hand, thinking he was going to be a swordsman. Luffy didn't try. Luffy didn't use a gear. Come on, guys. Come off it. Hawkins is not that strong. He's probably going to survive the entirety of the series, but don't think for a minute on a one-on-one fight he could have taken either Zoro or Luffy. Let's get that out of the way. Number 2, it's like these headliners and gifters are nothing to these guys. They're just ploys. They're just plot devices to get the characters into things. But did anybody honestly think that Hold'em was a match? for anybody. Did anybody think he wasn't going to get punched in the face? Because that's exactly what Luffy did, and now Luffy's enraged, and I don't believe there's a break next week, so we will see Chapter 918 drop. It's just going to be hype. It's going to be exciting. I'm excited because I want to see the repercussions, because the end line is Luffy is infuriated. Awesome. Let's see Luffy just blow up all of Bakura Town, what people are calling it different things. Bakura just makes me think of Yu-Gi-Oh! So either way, Bakura Town is going to be Luffy's bitch at this point. He's going to take out all three gifters, or not gifters, sorry, I keep confusing headliners and gifters. He's going to take out, he already took out Hobo with the Red Hawk. Reminiscent because, once again, Red Hawk is owed to Ace, and Ace is Tama's friend, so that's why it was Red Hawk. A lot of people say, why not Elephant Gun? Why not King Kong Gun? Then, well, first off, a Gama Gama no pistol from Luffy, who's pissed, probably would have taken out Hold'em. He did Red Hawk as an ode. It's a nice little thing. I like it. That's what I'm reading into it, guys. What do you guys think? But either way, I'm excited for Chapter 918. This will be super hype. Wano, guys. Wano. Samurai. Swords. None of that happened really in this chapter. But it doesn't matter. We are still in Wano. We're still seeing that floating castle that everyone's saying is Shiki. Once again, not a huge fan of Shiki, so I don't really care. Either way, 918 will be hype. This chapter was great. What do you guys think of it in the comments section down below? This has been Griever with your behind the bar reviews, as always, for chapter 917, Food Treasure Ship of One Piece. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do, guys. It's always appreciated. We'll see you back here next time. Drink responsibly, as always. See you next time.